my background, I've been in the commercial construction industry for over 30 years. And a lot of times the challenge we run into with architects is they have a vision of their own that doesn't necessarily match up with the needs of the client. But it was the opposite here. Building God's Way listened exactly to what we wanted and what we had to say. So that made us feel really good that we were off on the right foot when we saw the early conceptual designs and they incorporated everything that we had shared with them that was important to us.
It was very clear that they understood our goals, they understood our desires, our needs, and they just worked to that end. They knew what we wanted to do as a ministry, they knew what we valued, they knew what is important to us. And I'd say that was probably the biggest thing for me as a pastor of this church, of knowing that the people that I'm working with kind of catch the vision that we have for our church. It felt like they were serving us, not just doing us a service.
All the way from design through construction, as far as schedule goes, they met all their deadlines and deliverables. All the milestones were met for getting into the city for permitting and getting our permitting drawings. We had very few problems with the building department as far as comments on the drawings, which is always the sign of a good design. And then in construction, it was a smooth transition from design to construction. You know, Hilber's picked up where BGW left off. We had very few issues during construction with Hilber's. The issues that we encountered were all very typical of a construction project. There's always the things that come up that are unforeseen, but they always dealt with them in a proactive way, and they were good at communicating to us when they were having a challenge. And in the end, we finished the project on time and on budget.
So our community has actually been really excited for the most part when it comes to this new building, and we did everything we could to be loving to them, to let them know, because we're right in the middle of a residential area, and so we really wanted to let them know what was going on. And I think through that process, we were able to even build some more relationships with neighbors, and just a lot of growth from that, which has been really cool for us to have that kind of relationship with our neighbors, which has been really special.
It's given a reason for people to check, Life Pointe out. A new church building hasn't been built here in decades. And so it's really sending a message to our community that there's something going on here in a good way. And come check us out, see why other people are coming here. It's grown so much to the point to where we've expanded to a second campus here in Woodland. And it's over at Woodland Christian School, where Building God's Way and Hilber's were also a part of the construction of the gymnasium and the Performing Arts Center. And so now we have Life Pointe East. So it's just another way to further reach out to this community, and it's just a beautiful thing to see right now.
Yeah, I'd say for any church that's thinking about building, kind of they're expanding, the Lord is kind of growing them. I'd say, I guess first thing is keep the main thing, right? The mission is for people to come and know Christ. And so if that is your goal and your desire, I think a company like BGW would be helpful in helping you continue to further those goals and that mission in your community, in your local area. But I think sometimes we can kind of get caught up in, we're building a new building, it's exciting, and kind of lose sight of the why, and the why is always because we want more people to follow Jesus. We want to create more space, more opportunity, more usability even. And so, but BGW and Hilber's, that's what you need in order to actually make that successful, is someone who has that same ministry mindset. And so, that's what I would say is use BGW.